to Simplified Healthy Cooking. I'm Gina. Today I am going to be making one of my favorite things. It is called a chicken Mex Bowl. Well, that's what I call it. It's super delicious, and what I started with was the chicken, of course. I like to buy chicken like the tenders and then just cut them in squares. But you can also buy chicken breasts. If you want it to be a little bit more tender, you can use like the pounder thing and tenderize it and then cut it up in squares as well. But then I just get a marinade. This marinade I absolutely love. It's chipotle molasses, and for this recipe it tastes so fabulous. But you can use whatever flavor you like. Even if you'd rather use like a dry seasoning on the chicken, you can do that as well. But I did marinate this for a few hours and the bag here in the refrigerator, and now I have it cooking. I did 2 of them, so one is cooking on the stove over here. Along with that, I have some red and green peppers, and I have those cooking in a separate pan as well, just to kind of tenderize them up. And when they're almost finished, I'm going to add some of the black beans that we're going to put in there with it. All right, so our peppers are just about done. They're getting a little tender, so I'm going to add some of the beans to it. The beans can just warm up in the pan then. So what I do is I buy just some black beans. You can get whatever brand you like. Just make sure you rinse them. So I typically just pour it in a strainer and rinse them all off, let them dry a little bit, and then just add the amount that I want with my peppers. So I'm going to go over there and add the beans. All right, so while that's cooking over there, I am going to make our sauce. It is an aioli sauce. It's absolutely fabulous. It has jalapenos and cilantro in it. I always say I absolutely love cilantro. A lot of people don't, but just add a little bit to it if you don't like it. The flavor is so good. So I'm going to start out. I have a half a cup of mayo here. I think it was 3 teaspoons of lime juice. Now you can buy a lime and squeeze it out, or you can just buy the lime juice that's in those little plastic things. I've got about 2 tablespoons of jalapeno, fresh jalapeno. I de-seeded it, so it's not super spicy. About 4 tablespoons of the cilantro, and last is just a quarter teaspoon of the garlic powder. So we'll just mix that all together, and then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator just to chill for a little while. Easy enough. Okay, so now that everything is cooked, we have our chicken, and I have some peppers and some black beans in here. We're gonna start with the base. So I like to use jasmine rice. This is my favorite. I probably use about 1/4 cup. I feel once that you start mixing things in with it, you're not gonna need as much rice as you think you do. Now, as another option, you could always use quinoa as well. It's still going to have some carbs, but it'll have a little bit more protein in it. So if you like that rather for a base, use that. You can always use cauliflower as well. I just like to use regular rice in this recipe. So we're going to get started by putting our bowl together. So I'm going to add some of these little green onions, I think they're called. I like to just put a few in there for flavor. And then I am going to add some tomatoes. I myself like to use the cherry tomatoes just because they're sweeter, but you certainly can just use regular tomato. I also love avocado in here, so I'm going to throw a little bit of avocado on there. And then I am going to take my beans and peppers and add a little bit of those. Look at this color, isn't it fabulous? Then we'll add some of our chicken. This chicken is so yummy too. This flavor is honestly one of my favorites. It's so good. My husband loves it too. So You could add some fresh cilantro on here as well. I mean, it is in the aioli sauce, but I typically will add a little bit more just because I love it so much. So the last thing that we have left to do is we're gonna drizzle some of our aioli sauce on this. Just a little bit, a little goes a long way. And voila! Your taste buds are going to be dancing because they are going to absolutely love this so much, I promise you. Although I do have one more thing that I do like to add to these, the tortilla strips. Depending on where you are in your journey of health, you don't have to put those on, but I do like to add just a few of them just to give it a little bit of a crunch. So it's kind of fun to have those on there as well. I have them in the pantry, so I'll add them on there before I eat this. But so yeah, we are completed, and I thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoy this dish, and if you'd like to continue to see the newest videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I thank you once again.